続きからやっていきますかね。ちょっとね、ゲーム内用語の説明がゲーム内の文章を読まないとわかんないのが
Like always, you've completed your mission.
Like always?
Those words don't come from me. You must know what they say about you here.
No, I don't know. Enlighten me.
Well, you have kind of a reputation. It's actually rather flattering.
あんたの評判少し良すぎるくらい。
What exactly do they say?
Oh, you want to know? I didn't think...
Simple curiosity, nothing more.
Everybody kept saying that Galeb Bazori has been in tough spots before, and that you come through them unscathed. They were right.
Don't listen to gossip. Forge your own opinions.
Don't worry about it.
It's not a natural thing here. It takes some experience.
Mens et manus.
Mind and hand.
That's the MIT motto. One of my teachers used to say that the only way to really learn something is by doing it. You have a lot in common with him.
I'm unsure of how I'm supposed to interpret that.
It's a compliment. You didn't tell me what was in those files you gave the prince.
I don't see how that's any of your business.
To make up your own mind about something, the best way is to go to the source. And apparently, Jason Moore is well informed.
I see. You'll have to be patient, Fang.
Do you think your success on the mission could play to our advantage? I mean, for...
The prince will decide your fate when the time comes. Being useful to her can't hurt. How do you feel about it?
Honestly, I just want to get it over with. Like when you're going into finals.
Even if there's no going back?
It's a little late for that, isn't it?
It is.
Your child, Beryl Underwood, did he have any second thoughts?
I don't want to discuss it.
He's your only child, so I wondered how it went. Well, could you enlighten me?
Beryl is very different from you. He always has been. I was blind. It won't happen again. Beryl would have begged me to get what he wanted. Your patience reassures me. I'm making the right choice with you.
You seem to really have a problem with him.
Yes, and that's why you must stay away from him.
This separation between you, what caused it?
Don't dig too far into it. You know this is something I don't discuss.
That's too bad.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Fang, I'm going to have a word with him.
Oh? To Beryl? Why?
I trust you, but I don't trust him.
I asked you not to go near him. Apparently, I didn't make myself clear enough.
I thought the prince was gonna call for you any minute now.
I'm sure I'll have enough time to clear the air with him first. Once and for all. While you're waiting, stay put.
As you wish.
Just one more, and then you can go rest.
ビリルって誰だったかな。登場人物が多くて覚えられん。
A message from Caius. Need you downstairs. Urgent issue.
Bad timing. I'm going to have to choose. Help Caius or speak with Beryl.
決断する。エレベーターで1階駅カイウスレとの呼びかけに応じるか、ベルルの部屋で彼と話す。いや、エレベーター行こうか。助けてほしいみたいなこと言ってたんだけどね、多分。これ何階だって？ 1 階？マイナス1階？セキュリティ本部。
We're waiting for Mr. Leto's signal. Until then, if you have any questions, save them. Got it?
No problem.
Great. It's practically your second home here.
I want to report. Oh, there you are. Follow me, please. We'll speak in private.
なんかあるのかな
We're not the sort to twiddle our thumbs around here, but now...
Blood tests from the Red Salon. It appears that Richard is making progress on his stabilized blood, but he hasn't perfected it yet. Perhaps the Hartford Chantry will be able to help him. She always said she preferred paper to digital.
You wanted to see me?
Happy to see you, Caleb. We don't usually let anybody down here, but I can bend the rules for you.
To what do I owe this honor?
I need you. Something's come up. On the night of the attack, someone sent a message to an unauthorized recipient.
Do you know who it was?
Not now, but I will soon enough. Otherwise, the prince will have my head. Caleb, I need your help. I get the feeling that it's all connected. It's too huge to be a coincidence.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Jara Drory.
What you're telling me is extremely serious. I hope you have proof.
If I did, do you think I'd be asking for your help? But I wouldn't accuse her unless I had serious doubts. Think it through carefully. For starters, she's one of the few who knows how the system works.
She'd be able to cover her tracks, wouldn't she?
Maybe. But maybe she made a mistake.
According to our intel, Jara may have been captured.
She was caught in her own trap. Anyways, nothing concrete. Just a hunch, if you want to call it that. In my place, under the current circumstances, I can't really go poking my nose in her business.
And I can.
Nobody will bother you. I'm not asking for much. Just take a look in Jara's room to see if you can find anything that ties her to any of this. And if you could do it quickly.
Why?
Because I'm about to erase a ton of data. It's the Code Red protocol. And since Jara vanished, the prince wants her personal data to disappear along with her. That doesn't give us much time. You in?
なんじゃこの二択は。まあそうね。
I could maybe go and take a look around.
Great. I found a key to her room. Take it.
Thanks.
It's our last chance to recover the data from Jara Drury's computer before everything disappears for good. Just insert this thumb drive and it will download everything I need. If she betrayed us, I'll know.
Fine. I'll go see what I can find.
Thanks. One last thing.
Uh-huh.
If you could keep this just between you and me,
Fine.
and don't come back to see me here. It's supposed to be sealed. It'll look suspicious. I'll send in an engineer after you. Give him the drive when you're done, but don't tell him anything. We have to keep this between us.
As you wish.
There's no point in hanging around here bothering me. It's gonna take me a while.
Very well, Mr. Sheridan. Please excuse me. I've got cramps. I'm so tired.
やば。データ削除だから全部の商用シュレッダーにかけてるのかな。
All I'm hearing tonight is Lazarus do this, Lazarus do that.
じゃないなこれ。どこへ行くんだったっけな。俺の部屋はここ。
Feng is in her rightful place on the cover of this type of magazine. There's a reason I chose her.
どんな理由が。
Where is Feng?
Is there a problem, Mr. Bazori?
Feng, did you see her leave?
No. Sorry, I had to step out for a few minutes. When I got back, she was gone.
I asked her to wait for me.
どこ行ったんやあいつ。
Caleb, our secret agent is back already. The soldier is on furlough.
Not for long, I'm afraid. The prince will undoubtedly have some new task for me.
At least she trusts you. She hardly speaks to her primogen. Even Beryl is in the dark.
He's not used to that. It'll be good for him. I heard you were doing business with him.
It's something to do with the Rosemont Society, my foundation. Why?
これちょっと勝てないんじゃないですかね、サイコロだし。これ別になんか使う必要ないよな。
I see.
All I can tell you is that Beryl's really the one who is in charge of it. Are you still not talking?
You could say that.
Any regrets?
I'm planning to make up for it with Fang.
Oh, so that's why you've become attached to that girl.
I'm not attached to her. She's an asset for the Camarilla, and a necessary balance to temper Beryl's wicked games.
Personally, I find that giving a child so much power is dangerous. The problem is that you have to watch them all the time. Otherwise, they end up making a mess of things.
You might be right. Beryl didn't wait long before revealing his true nature. There's no denying that I'm at least partly to blame for the situation.
Indeed. I would have done something about it, and he would have begged me for forgiveness. Do you really think you'll have time to embrace Fang?
What do you mean?
Well, with all the elders gone, who knows who'll be next?
That's not something I'm willing to discuss with you.
Suit yourself.
Now, excuse me, I have to go.
Of course.
あれ、MM だよな。
Let's see if Caius was right. That should take less than a minute. I hope Caius will be able to use what's on this thumb drive. Jara has always been wary of new technology.
なんじゃこりゃ。前来た時こんなんなかったよな。 あったんかな。
Jara always was old-fashioned. Whatever's in this box must be important.
It appears that this place was hidden with an illusion. It's not like Jara to let that kind of thing wear off.
ああ、隠してたのを効果が切れて見えるようになったってこと？4。開いた。
Jara was conducting her own
切れ端1枚でいけ
investigation.
たわ。
There is no way Caius would be expecting that.
It appears Caius was wrong. He and Jara may have been looking for the same individual.
I think that's everything. Now it's Caius's turn.
次はカイウスの番。どういうことや。このゲームなんか結構難しい話が。なんか誰かいる。
Hello, Mr. Bizori. Mr. Leto asked me to wait until you were done. He also told me you'd have something for me.
Here it is. Give it to him, and him alone.
And don't ask any questions. I get it. Are you done here?
You may proceed.
Thanks.
I hope Caius knows what he's doing.
Hazel is probably ready to see me now. I won't make her wait.
うわ、なんだここ。さっきの場所の似た変わった作りだな。こんなん押したら怪我するわ。
Sorry, Mr. Bizori. Miss Dory's quarters are off limits.
What's going on here?
Mr. Leto's orders. We've got to clean up.
うん。 Brian.
Now she's sending you.
Run into some trouble with the prince?
That's a question to ask Hazel. She's the one who doesn't know what she wants.
Did she ask you to do something?
She summoned me like a servant. I know she doesn't trust me, even though I don't understand why. She's gone all paranoid Ice Queen, and there's no way I'm gonna let it cost me my head. I don't know how you still put up with her.
You owe your place in the Primogen to her.
What, you think I don't know that? I've always done my best to keep her from screwing things up. But when she reached out to Hartford...
Is there a problem with Hartford?
I told Hazel we can't trust them.
Do you have any evidence to support what you're suggesting?
She doesn't know Deneb the way I do. She wouldn't listen to my warnings.
Her plan was bold.
Risky is a better adjective. After what happened last night, I'm not sure you realize just how deep the shit we are in goes.
And I suppose you have the solution?
Maybe. Not that I'm happy about it. There's interesting stuff going on in other places. Boston's not the center of the universe.
We don't know who can be trusted. This is no time to leave. If the prince has kept you in the dark, she must have had a good reason for it. Just look at what happened.
Open your eyes, Caleb! The Boston Camarilla is crumbling before our eyes! What are the odds we survive?
Hazel has things under control. We'll get through this.
I have a hard time believing that. We have to prepare for the worst.
This kind of talk is beneath you.
You know what it's like! To feel called to be elsewhere.
That has nothing to do with this. Salem isn't elsewhere. You won't be any safer there.
It's just a starting point. We thaumaturgs will find a way to deal with it.
I see that you've planned for everything.
I've already lost too much time. You shouldn't waste your time either.
If you leave, Hazel will catch up with you.
What do you mean?
You know, she doesn't like people who have been disloyal, especially now.
Hazel doesn't need new enemies. She should be wary.
Be careful.
Goodbye, Caleb.
The prince is ready to see you now.
Just a second. I'll be right back.
他に何かやることある？ペンがどこに行ったか探した方がいいんか？
I'm sorry, I really don't have time right now.
いや、もう知らないか。見たな。
Sheridan knows this city better than anyone. Journey's sire, I believe, went east, as did mine.
Sorry, I don't really have time for this.
いや、これエミムかと思ったらエミムじゃない。
What a nightmare.
It's
chaos here.
誰やこいつ。ダイアンと話してたのこの人か。
Caleb, you don't come here often. Sorry, things are a little hectic here. As you can see.
What's going on?
Code Red. We're destroying all of our files. Following protocol.
You're destroying all our files?
No, not everything. Obviously. Some information needs to be saved. The rest will be a treasure trove for anyone who wants to harm us. That's what's got to disappear. It's a huge undertaking. And of course, Hazel's putting major pressure on me. I think she holds me responsible for what happened with Journey. That little bitch got me in trouble.
It's her job. She's trying to keep us from going down with the ship, no matter the cost.
I agree. And you know how much I love Hazel. But it's starting to get hard to manage. My efficiency might be the stuff of legend. But even I make mistakes. How about you? Is everything all right?
After last night, who could say that?
I mean, you know, your condition.
My condition?
You know, you're the eldest among us now.
Are you worried about me, or the void I'll leave behind?
You're an essential asset for the Camarilla. You disappearing now would be one of the worst possible things that can happen to us.
It's true that reliability is a virtue in decline.
Don't leave us. That's all. For Hazel's sake.
I've got my own reasons to stay.
I was wondering, what is it like? Do you hear voices? Does it come at you all at once?
It's more like a feeling. A light one at first. Then it grows, and grows, until it becomes unbearable.
It doesn't look so unbearable for you.
I'm hanging on, but you shouldn't worry about it. You're still very young.
Listen to us. Talking about growing old, like mortals do.
What's wrong?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just the Second Inquisition attack. You're the only person here who doesn't seem fazed by it. London seems so far away. Now they're here. They're destroying the people we know. I really need to get back to work.
Good luck. Any news here?
Everyone is stressed out. I've never seen anything like it. They're all talking in hushed voices. They barely dare to look at each other.
People and their moods. I'm not interested in that.
I saw them take one of Jason Moore's bodyguards below. To question him, I imagine. That could be of interest to you. Say, how are things with the girl?
Excuse me.
It's Zhu Feng, right?
She's not a girl.
Things going okay?
The interest certain people have taken in her has given me cause for concern.
Maybe that's something you should talk about with the person in question. Do you think you'll embrace her soon?
As soon as possible, once the prince gives me permission.
You met Feng at MIT, didn't you?
I first discovered her by reading one of her articles.
What does she write?
She studies the blue economy.
To each his own. I don't even know what that means.
It's about hope. A hope of making up for centuries of exploitation.
Since when are you concerned about that?
Since I saw Beryl poison our kind.
Blood or money? I've never embraced anyone.
How come?
The story of my life, and my unlife. I have no progeny, mortal or otherwise.
By choice?
Yes, and no. When things weren't so strict, I could have asked, but I didn't have anyone in mind. Not like you and Feng. Now it's too late, as I've clearly been made to understand.
Maybe you'll get another chance.
Oh, you mean that after the SI's done with us, our overpopulation problem will be solved?
I didn't mean it like that.
But still. Be that as it may, I hope the prince will allow you to do it.
I don't know.
I hope last night isn't weighing on you too heavily.
I'm all right.
The prince won't base her decision on just that. You've already proven your worth, Mr. Bazori.
We'll see about that. I'd better be going.
See you.
It's locked from the inside. Locked? Beryl must be out. I'll have to talk to him another time.
Mr. Bazori, your child left a few minutes ago.
もう行けるとこ行ったよな。フェンいなかったな。
I've seen princes come and go. In the end, it always comes down to a struggle for power between the prince and their primogen. Hazel is strong, but will she last much longer?
Caleb, I was wondering when I'd run into you.
Victoria, what a surprise. I didn't know you had decided to walk among us.
I'm always where you'd least expect me. It feels like I've been away for ages. Boston has changed so much. The only thing that hasn't changed is your steadfast presence at court.
Is that a problem?
You know it's not. I'm just surprised, that's all. There's a whole world outside this city, you know?
I'll serve our family as long as it needs me.
You are a reassuring presence. I must admit I was a bit surprised not to find Quentin King in charge.
Quentin gave in to the beckoning 4 years ago. Ms. Iverson runs Boston now.
How droll. I never thought King would give up his precious crown. He was so attached to it. Iverson is lucky she can count on your loyalty. You're a valuable resource, Caleb, especially in times like these.
I'm only doing my duty.
Ever the cheerful one.
So many elders are gone, and yet, here you are. How is it possible?
Because I want to. That's all. I enjoy my existence. Why give it up?
But you must also feel that force. The insistent calling, night after night.
Yes, but unlike so many others, I have a reason to resist. Don't you?
I still have some ties that keep me here. I won't leave without having one more child.
You're sure taking your time.
I'm waiting for the prince's blessing. It shouldn't be long now. Fang will be embraced soon.
Fang! Oh yes, I see. She seems charming, spirited even. You have a knack for finding true gems. I remember your sire, Jean-Baptiste Tavernier, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct.
I didn't see him at court. I remember he was very popular back in the day.
He left with all the others.
Oh. I know the two of you were very close. His absence must have left quite the void.
I have no energy to waste on regrets. Jean-Baptiste had no choice. No more than I do. That's all there is to say on the matter.
Of course. I'd expect nothing less from you.
You seem to have met Feng.
We had the chance to talk last night. She was pacing the floor while you were gone.
I told her to keep quiet.
And she did. She's a smart, young woman of great consequence. You shouldn't treat her like a child.
She's still young and naive. This is the first time she's come with me to court.
Really? Well, she's doing very well for a beginner. You should be proud of your apprentice, Caleb. She knows how to behave. I've known children who were less well-mannered.
Your own?
I embraced some pretty strong personalities. I know how hard it is to let go.
I'm not overprotective of her, if that's what you mean.
That's not the impression you give off. I hope you're able to find a balance, or you'll both suffer.
I hadn't heard you were coming to Boston.
Indeed. I wouldn't be stuck in this tower if I hadn't gotten wind of your arrangement with Hartford.
Well, isn't that a shame?
It's not been a complete waste. I met your prince, and I got to see a few old friends. I just hope it's not at the cost of my unlife.
You don't seem to be hurt. I take it you weren't at the party last night.
Heavens no. I was in your prince's personal suite. We hadn't even left yet when the Code Red was initiated.
Good timing.
Good timing indeed. When I think that the Second Inquisition's butchers were lying in wait, I'd shiver. If I could.
My obligations to Hazel kept me away from the court last night. Did I miss anything important?
No, nothing much. I ran into Burrell. He was with your charming little protege.
I don't like the sound of that. Did you hear their conversation?
That would have been very impolite of me.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Caleb.
辺いなかったな。もう行くか。いないのかもしれん。どうでもいいとこで石使っちゃったわ。
The prince is ready to see you now.
Great.
Caleb.
My prince.
We were expecting you.
How may I be of service to you this time?
One thing at a time. The situation has changed. The money is gone. The accounts have been emptied.
What? That's impossible.
Only Jason Moore could have transferred the money. The situation is dire.
We still don't know who gave Lehane her orders?
No, unfortunately not. You shouldn't have let them get away, Caleb. They would have been able to tell us more. All we know is that it's someone from here.
If there's a traitor among us, I'll have their head.
One thing at a time. I'll take care of the traitor, personally. Failure is a luxury we will soon be unable to afford. If you have nothing more to say, we can move on to the reason I sent for you.
What did you think about Richard Dunham's file?
Money that should be going to me seems to go missing whenever he touches it. Richard is far too important to me. I can't afford to upset him now. But if his research doesn't pay off soon, I won't hesitate to show him my disappointment.
Did you read Jara Drory's file?
I wish I'd never seen it.
There's too much I despise in it.
She never mentioned she was monitoring the Primogen's finances.
But she's not here to shed any light on it.
I'm listening.
I've asked for your presence here because I have a new mission for you. Delsin was able to track down the men who attacked us.
It wasn't easy, but it was impossible for them to disappear without leaving a trace after what they did yesterday.
Where are they hiding?
Long Island.
Yes, of course. An abandoned facility just off the coast. An old fort. It's the ideal place for a secret base.
And certainly much more. Who knows what they're up to out there?
How is it we didn't notice a thing?
They have abundant resources, and we're short on eyes.
It doesn't matter. We'll find the people responsible for the situation later. Our most pressing issue is preventing them from striking us again.
How?
You're going to go there and kill their leader.
Walk straight into the lion's den, all alone?
I have complete faith in you, and you've always excelled in this sort of exercise. It should bring back old memories.
I was a hunter of kindred. The SI is a different beast altogether.
You don't think I'd ask you to do this if I didn't have a plan? Delson has found a way to sneak you onto the island. They evacuated the bodies from the site of the party, which is how we were able to pick up their trail.
There's a small, nondescript warehouse at Jeffrey's Point. As far as we can tell, their transfers from Boston to Long Island are made by boat. To avoid drawing attention to themselves, they've chosen to employ only small craft. There are bodies packed in the warehouse waiting to be shipped over. Do you get the picture?
You want me to disguise myself as a body to be evacuated?
Exactly. All you have to do is stop simulating your vital functions for a few hours.
It's risky.
It's risky, but it's now or never. We might never get another opportunity. We have to try.
The last transfer is probably going to take place tonight. After that, there's no way of knowing when we'll get another chance.
I need to know the details.
Let us worry about getting you into the warehouse. We've made all the preparations. You won't have to worry about a thing until you get to Long Island.
We know where they are. Why go through their warehouse?
Charging into Long Island blind would be far too risky.
And with a traitor in our midst, I'd rather keep this to a small circle of trusted people, to avoid any other unpleasant surprises.
And after that?
Once you're on the island, you'll be in uncharted territory. You'll be on your own.
Who is my target?
Walter Stanford.
He's the head of the Boston Task Force. He's part of what they call the Society of Leopold.
Someone else will take his place.
No need for you to worry about that for the time being. Your mission is to eliminate Stanford, and that's all.
What do we know about this Stanford?
Not much. They're very careful. He was sent from the Vatican, and he brought other fanatics with him. If he's here, it means that Rome has faith in him, and that can't be good for us.
He's got to be taken out.
What's the Vatican getting out of all this?
Your guess is as good as mine. But it seems that the kind are trying to get a better understanding of us in order to hunt us more effectively. These priests have been our enemies for ages. They have knowledge.
Putting an end to them is crucial. We must keep our enemies from unifying their strength.
I don't wish to be the bearer of ill tidings, but what if I fail? Do you have a backup plan?
Caleb, you won't fail. You're our only hope. We place all our trust in you to complete this essential mission.
There's no room for error, Bazori.
めちゃくちゃプレッシャーかけてくるやん、この人たち。
Aren't you worried someone will tip off the SI? There's still a traitor among us.
The traitors, my department. You need to strike quickly, and don't let anyone know of your plans. We can't take the slightest risk.
All right. I've heard enough.
Very well. Then you should get going. We've already lost enough time.
Very well. My prince.
Hmm. 尋問室なんてどこにあったの？見つけられなかったわ。MM さん155。瞬足場所が会話で選択可能ってよくわかんないんだけど。 瞬速上げとこう。瞬速を使うんかな今後。
I'm guessing you tipped Bazori off to the traitor?
Yes.
Any news?
Nothing since Richard's report. My city is in danger. Everything I've built, all the dreams I've invested. That Judas is a threat to everything.
Not for long. You'll bounce back.
Yes. Congratulations on your negotiations with the Chantry. Our agreement with Hartford is crucial.
Your wish is my command.
I always knew I could count on you. You're a true ally, a loyal one, a future asset in my Primogen. But one thing at a time. Before we get there, I have another favor to ask of you.
What a surprise.
About what I told you earlier concerning Delson and Long Island. I've got a plan.
Oh, I know that look. Hazel.
This is the best moment to strike.
That sounds like the definition of rushing into things.
Yes, but we have no choice. Delson?
We need to blind them, from the inside. They know too much about it. We have to change that. For that, we need someone to hit them with a surprise attack from within their compound.
I wish that person luck.
It's you.
That's way out of my league.
Hazel's not asking for your opinion. You proved you were reliable with Hartford. We need your skill sets for such a risky and vital task.
That's precisely what's got me on edge.
It's your chance to prove to the court once and for all that you deserve a place on the council, MM. After this, you'll be untouchable.
I sure hope so. All right. How do I get on this island? By boat?
I doubt it. Coastline's under surveillance.
So I swim across. All right. What then?
Kaya's wrote a program that can help us. If you can upload it into their system, it'll corrupt all the data they've got in their database. Their systems, the archives, it'll all be lost.
Allowing us to cover our tracks.
It's our best shot at making it through this. You'll just have to insert it into a computer that's on their network. That's absolutely essential. Any questions?
Your plan sounds pretty old school. There's no way to do that remotely?
We've tried, but Leto's agents weren't able to breach their security. Their network's too highly protected. That's why we need you.
I see. Am I allowed to take a partner? I'd feel a lot better about this if I had someone covering my back.
I understand, but that's not possible. We're already taking a risk by sending a person in to infiltrate their hideout.
Got it. So, let me get this straight. You want me to infiltrate the enemy base alone? The same enemies who just slaughtered half the camp.
Quit whining. You can have help.
Oh, really?
Your task will not be easy. You'll need a diversion while you sabotage their system. A raid near their base, for example.
That could work. Who will you send?
I refuse to sacrifice any more of our people. So we might as well send in the riffraff. The Anarchs could do the job.
Come again?
You heard me. I want you to go see them and convince them to go with you to Long Island.
You're trying to thin their herd.
I'm balancing the scales, that's all.
They can't stand us. They'll never agree to fight for us. Let alone on their own without us.
They don't have to know they'll be alone. Lead them to believe our forces will join up with them. The SI is a threat to the entire city. They're just as concerned as we are.
Send someone else to negotiate. A real emissary.
No one else knows the Anarchs as well as you do. They go to your clubs, don't they? They know who you are. They know they can trust you.
I barely know them. I see a couple of them once in a while, but that's it. We're not exactly friends.
You're still in the best position to negotiate with them.
Yeah. I'm not comfortable with the idea of sending them to be slaughtered. It's despicable.
It's just politics. And it's probably your only chance to come back in one piece.
What if I refuse?
I won't let you. Your conscience is of no concern to me. The only thing that matters is our survival. And too bad if it keeps you up at night.
The true face of the Camarilla. Right then. Let's say I agree.
You don't have a choice, but I'll humor you.
How am I supposed to go about it? I can't just go chasing down every Anarch I know to ask for their help.
There's only one Anarch that counts. Their Baron.
Randall Thane?
That's right. He's in charge of the various Anarch gangs in the region. I don't know where he is right now. You'll need to use your network.
I've got an idea of who I can ask. What can I use as leverage if they try to negotiate?
Money, favors. Offer them whatever seems useful.
All right.
One more thing. Don't tell anyone about your task, not even your sire. I don't want the Council poking their noses into this. That will be all. I'm counting on you, MM. Be careful, and good luck.
I'm gonna need it.
There you are. I'm sorry I wasn't here to meet you when you got back. I was busy.
Don't apologize. I missed you, McAndrews. The Jefferson Library, it was hell. I really thought I wasn't gonna make it, that I wouldn't see you again.
Excuse me?
That's all that inspires in you?
You haven't spoken to me like that since our breakup. I'm just a little surprised.
What are you talking about? We never
broke up. It's been 30 years, MM.
What? I don't remember.
Come on. I get the feeling we need to clear up a few things.
Yeah.
急に声でかいやん。記憶が抜けてるみたいだな。
Tell me what's going on.
The Warlocks. I knew their library would leave a mark. They fucked with my head.
So, if I understand right, you have no memory of our breakup.
None whatsoever. I really thought that I mean, you know.
There's a reason the Warlocks have a bad reputation.
And you said it's been 30 years?
More or less.
That seems like forever. And then again, the blink of an eye for us.
Believe me, it's been a long 30 years.
When I was there, with the Tremere, I saw things, glimpses of the past. It was like I was reliving certain episodes of my past. I guess that's what Osborn meant when he told me about the memories.
What exactly did you see?
I saw my attack with the Knights. I need to know. What happened after that? Did they pay for what they did to me?
It's a long story, Mem. And it's not really a happy one.
That's all the more reason. I want to know what happened. It's my memory, not some game.
Exactly. I don't want to see you suffer again. I won't allow it.
But it's not your choice. It's not you we're talking about, it's me. I can't just sit here not knowing.
I won't tell you a thing.
Hilda, please.
I said no. There's no point in insisting.
Fine. Whatever you want. That's all.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I can't imagine how upsetting it must have been.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me.
I'm sorry, I've gotta go. I need to take some time to process all of this. The prince is sending me out on another task. I can't screw up.
What kind of task?
I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it. Hazel made that exceedingly clear. If she thinks things are better like that, I believe her.
For God's sake, Amem, I'm your sire. You should trust me, not that snake in the grass.
Personally, I've never had anything bad to say about Hazel.
Unlike me. Is that it? You'd be singing a different tune if you knew what I know.
If I knew what?
Nothing. You wouldn't believe me anyways.
Fine. I'll just make your life miserable until you spill the beans.
Seriously?
You know how stubborn I can be when I want something.
Hazel's a smart woman. She knows what she needs to do to get what she wants. And she wants you.
That's going too far.
You think it's an honor, but you should really be worried. Hazel never does anything she's not sure she'll benefit from, which means she's got ways to make you bend to her will. She's careful to hide her secrets from you, safe behind her herald. Tonight could be your last chance to discover them. Very well, let's move on. You're right. You should go get some rest, and do think over what we've discussed. Promise me you'll be careful.
I'll try.
バグってるな、この人。空気椅子してるわ。何もないとこに座っとるで。エイプリルの部屋どこだったかな。覚えてないな。
The arena. Hilda's favorite playground.
じゃないな。
I don't know if I'd manage as well as she does.
あ。どこだったっけね。
I'd better hurry.
ここだ、エイプリルの部屋。
A direct route to the prince's apartments. April plays the guard dog. The swan's nest. I hope it's worth it. Didn't know Hazel was into music. There are faint marks on the wall. There are faint marks on the wall. I've always found swans very moving. They're beautiful, but full of melancholy. It's a nice symbol.
推理ないから。
It's Miley?
And then?
Miley. That you?
Yeah. What are you doing here?
じゃんけんで負けるなこれ。これって何使ってることになってるの持ってるだけ。今はなんか選択できないや。使った。
Take it easy. Hazel sent me to get something for her. A file. Everything is fine. All right?
Hazel... Oh... Okay. I... trust you. But... you have to leave. She doesn't like visitors.
It'll only take me a sec.
顔大丈夫？
Hazel had another child before Miley? Shit. I had no idea. Seeing as how it ended, I'm not really surprised. I understand better now why Dijon never mentioned his sire. Hazel's always one step ahead.
何このちょっとだけの階段。
I wonder if... That noise. Something moved.
Okay.
That explains why Hazel's holding off on Fang's embrace. Underwood. What a creep. Bazori is a loyal dog, and Hazel's got him on a short leash. Hazel said there was an accident, but it was actually an execution. If Alicia were to find out...
할아버지 뭐この世にいない?
So Hazel has her eye on my clubs. Ugh, politics. Always politics. What's her game? Is this how she thanks her allies?
가시고ってなんや? 이거 그놈은 이 시다絶対バレるやん大丈夫かな?
I should go. It's gonna be a long night. First, the Anarchs. But I have to find them first.
レイシャが見てるあれは幻なんか。105じゃ何も。
Halsey? Yes, Mom. I'm here. How many hours have I spent sitting in this armchair for my therapy sessions? Only Richard would still use that. Only Richard would still use that. What is he talking about? I see guilt. Richard often asked me. Richard always liked masks. Like all children of Malkov. Hey, Pumpkin. What are you looking at?
The picture is scary.
Come now. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're not going to be afraid of a couple paintings now, are you?
No, but...
Yes, I know. It's Richard. He was angry, but he wasn't angry with you. You know...
I don't think he is. He doesn't like me following you around.
Yes, but it's because he worries you'll get hurt. Pumpkin, there are much more serious things going on right now.
Those people who put us into boxes.
Yes, them. But don't be scared. Mommy's here.
I know.
I won't let anyone hurt you. Ever.
There you are.
Where have you been? I've been looking for you since I got back, but...
The prince hasn't given me a moment's rest since I returned.
I won't hide the fact that I was happy that you were the one to... well...
That I informed them about the Second Inquisition. Yes, I can imagine.
Everyone's petrified. I can sense it.
Hazel lost it when she found out. I had a hard time convincing her I was telling the truth.
I admit that even I...
She's going to ask for your help. I'm sure of it. She didn't follow your treatment protocol. Usually, I give you your treatment when you awaken. You'll become more and more overwhelmed by your visions and your hallucinations. All this because she's afraid. Hazel has become dependent on you.
What, with the SI on our doorstep? I don't find it surprising to be afraid. What, with everything they've learned about us? And what they just did?
Our prince fears losing her throne more than her head, believe me. She needs your premonitions to help her anticipate the future, to try to influence the course of events.
いやでもまあ確かに予知を見たって言った時にすごい自分は出てたかみたいなこと聞いてたよね。ヘイゼルは何も理解していないの？どういうこと？
Wait a second. I don't see how my visions can help her.
Nor do I. Our visions are nothing more than possible metaphorical futures.
Excuse me?
Pardon me. Dropping the professional jargon, you only see things that could possibly happen.
But then why are they so important to her if nothing is certain?
Perhaps she wants to see if it's still possible to change the course of events.
But they're never very specific. And I hardly remember them. Why is that?
All I know is that she's kept me distanced from you a few times to seek your help. Often you didn't have any precise memory of what transpired, or only partially remembered it.
Is she manipulating my memory?
It would be the best way for her to keep your visions for herself, but I can't be sure of it. Here's a dose of your treatment. Take it immediately.
This will rid me of my premonitions. Is that it?
I don't have time to break this to you gently. I have to go straight to the point.
What are you talking about?
Leisha, Halsey isn't real.
What?
It's not true, is it?
You're the only one who sees her.
No.
Our family has a gift for seeing things.
No, Halsey is my daughter.
In your mind. It's always difficult to pull you away from her. That's why I try to treat you as soon as you awaken, to keep Halsey from reappearing.
He's lying, Mom! He hates me!
You're either lying or you're wrong. I don't know which, but it's not true.
Leisha!
But Hazel sees her.
When your hallucinations increase, your premonitions do too. They become more specific and more reliable. And that's what the prince wants. But you grow increasingly catatonic. Halsey starts to take over.
No! I don't want you to leave me!
Enough! Shut up, both of you!
It's just you and me, Leisha.
Oh, no.
He's a liar! It's not true!
I regret having to inflict this terrible shock on you, each and every time.
Every time?
Leisha, the prince wants to see you. Immediately.
Yes, of course. Just a minute.
I'm not supposed to be here. I should have left for the Red Salon already.
Why? No, you can't just leave like that. I have too many questions.
Hazel doesn't like to wait.
We'll have time. Go now. Obey the prince, Leisha. Stay where it's safe, and above all, drink.
There. I'm coming.
Leisha, I wanted to thank both of you for...
The prince sees me. See, Mom? Richard's a liar.
Are you all right, Leisha? You seem...
Quit pretending.
Come now, Leisha. What's wrong?
You've been pretending to see Halsey since the very beginning. Why did you lie to me?
Lie to you? I didn't lie to you. Halsey is part of you, and I accept you just the way you are. That's all.
ということは実際には見えてないってこと？そういうことだよな。ちょっと上げてないからレイシュさんこういうの心理操作でも勝てないわ。食い下がる。
Oh, I see.
You are the only one I trust. Tell me, why would I play games with you?
That's exactly the question I'm asking you.
It's more complicated than it seems. Halsey has made you better. And in my opinion, she's good for you.
I don't know about that. But I don't like feeling like I'm being toyed with.
Nobody is toying with you. It's quite the contrary. We all need you. Now, more than ever before. You need to help us.
After all that I've just learned, something tells me you're going to want me to have a premonition.
Yes, I need to know if I made the right decisions. It's essential.
Nothing I see in my visions is certain. Richard sees this clearly.
Certain?
You think that I know the future, but nothing I see is 100% certain.
Richard doesn't know anything about it. You've been right in the past. He's trying to hold you back. He's afraid of your powers, and you don't even realize it.
Mom?
It's not as simple as that. I don't choose when they happen.
Mom! Mom, listen to me.
Yes, sweetie. What is it?
There's no point. The swan will lose its head in 2 days. I just saw it. We know, Mom.
What's going on? Leisha, is Halsey speaking to you? What is she saying?
Halsey sees a swan. It'll lose its head in 2 days. But that could mean a lot of things.
It's not very clear, you mean?
Nothing's ever certain, and...
Of course. There's got to be a way to shuffle things. There must. Not after everything I've done. I won't believe it.
Hazel,
Please leave. I need to think.
As you wish. I don't know who to believe anymore. Richard or Hazel.
Please, Mom. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
究極の二択や。薬を飲むか、家、ハルジと一緒にいるわ。どうなんだろう。医者の言うことを聞くべきなのかな。どうなんだろう。わかんないな、なんか。でもハルジが生きていなくて、ただの幻覚なのだとするなら、現実的に向き合った方がいいんじゃないか。
You don't exist. You're just in my head.
Please don't leave me. Let me stay with you, Mom.
No, Richard is right. I need to get better.
Mm. リチャードのこともちょっとよくわからんけど、大丈夫やったんかな、このよくわからん薬飲んで。結局見とるやないかい。ハルジ、真ん中のやつハルジかな。右端のはレイシャだよな。右手前か。何この部屋、怖っ。
Damn it. That hallway again. And my memory loss. Halsey. Oh, shit. I have to find Richard at the Red Salon. He's gonna have to explain this.
そうだな。時間的に9月5日22時23時、時系列順に行くんだったらレイシャだな。ようやく脅威が判明し、反撃に出る時は来た。ヘーゼル・アイバーセンは黎明のものを出し抜くための大胆な計画を考案した。レイシャはリチャードを探して彼の血のバーレッドサロンへ向かう。彼女は自分の正体、過去、そして娘に関する謎を解明しようとする。 なんかこっちの教えばっかり開けたらキャラクターのこの辺全く上げられへんだけど、こういうもんなんか。
I get the feeling I've been here before.
Sorry, we're closed. Alicia! I'm so sorry, I didn't recognize you.
I have to see Richard.
It's kind of a bad time. There's a code red and...
I know.
Still in the basement. I need you to take care of it when you're finished here.
No problem.
And if you see Wyatt, tell him I'm looking for him.
All right. If I see Wyatt, I'll tell him.
So you tell us that the SI has the address of this salon, and you come anyway!
Beryl, you shouldn't be here. They could show up at any time.
I know that. Why are you here?
I came to get Richard. Do you know where I can find him?
Probably in the basement packing up, like everyone else. But I guess with your little memory issues, you wouldn't remember where it is.
Don't provoke me. Now's not the time. I suppose no one's volunteering to stick around here.
That's right, especially not me. If you see Wyatt, tell him to come downstairs to help me. It's an urgent request.
Wyatt?
Yes, a thin blood who works for me. He must be helping the staff. There's a lot of stuff here that could give the SI much more than just this bar. There'd be no point in running if they could track us down.
Yes, of course. And if you see Richard, could you...
I'll let him know you're looking for him, as usual.
Did you destroy the client files?
Yes, it's done.
Accounting?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. I've just got the suppliers and the VIP files left to do.
All right. I'm gonna need a badge for the basement, too.
I don't have one, sorry.
They could get here at any time.
Accounting is done.
Yes?
Are you in charge of the vessels?
Yes and no. I'm just in charge of moving them. Name's Wyatt.
Leisha.
I know. I'm gonna make a few more trips, but there's still one missing. I think Betty's having a hard time getting her to come out.
Where are you taking them?
I'm getting them to safety. Some of them are worth tons.
Okay, but before you leave, Beryl wants to see you.
What? No way.
Go see Barry.
Sorry, can't. I've still got to make a few more trips to evacuate all of them.
I don't think he's going to like that.
If you want to profit from his business, go right ahead. But I don't want to be a part of it anymore.
What's your deal?
I won't say another word. Take it up with him.
これ合わせられるの？じゃんけんって運やん。スポットライトが眩しい。
Sorry, but the SI might show up at any second. I wouldn't hang around here if I were you.
What are they doing? I've got to move, and they're still not all here.
Sorry, but I've given too much today.
I don't want your blood. Have you seen Dr. Dunham?
Nah, sorry. Ask the masters.
Why are you waiting here?
We can't leave without Clarice, apparently.
Who's that?
A fucking starlet who'll do anything for attention. She locked herself in the injection room.
Do you know why?
Because she's a fucking junkie. Just like all the vintages. Withdrawal makes her totally paranoid. Give her some Trajax to calm her down and we'll finally be able... to leave.
We're not open for customers. We're closed.
I'm not here to imbibe. I'm looking for Richard. Have you seen him?
Yeah, he gave orders to the staff. And then he went to the rotunda in the back.
Do you have a minute?
Just one.
Do you know where I can find Richard?
Dr. Dunham? I've got no idea. He told us the SI was on its way, and gave us orders to clean up as much as we could. I was too shaken up to see where he went. Sorry.
なんでこんな男性が喋るような話し方じゃないな。
Okay. What were you supposed to do?
Destroy everything that would give the SI information about us. That's all.
Of course.
But we don't even know where to start.
What are you working on now?
Vessels that were stimulated by Dr. Dunham. I'm holding on to them until we solve an issue with the kind.
You change their emotional state?
We give them Trajax injections to trigger emotions that make them taste better.
Now I remember. That's thanks to Richard's work.
Yeah, our specialty vintages have become quite popular, so we can't up and lose them.
I believe you.
Actually, since we don't have a lot of time left, you should go see our manager at the back. She must need help.
Okay. I'll go see.
So, what do we do now?
How the hell should I know?
We could break down the door to get her out.
We don't have the equipment for that.
I could ask Dr. Dunham if...
No way. We'll figure something out. When is Wyatt supposed to be back?
He shouldn't be long now.
If what Mr. Dunham says is true, we've got to get out of here fast. But we can't let them get their hands on such a priceless vessel.
Do you think this business about the SI is true? Are they really coming here?
All right. Go to the front. When Wyatt gets here, tell him to be ready. I'll see what I can do.
Roger that. Sorry, you can't hang around here.
Oh, Leisha. I didn't expect to see you here.
It seems like you know who I am, but I don't remember meeting you.
Yeah, it's not the first time that that's happened to you.
So I came here often?
Oh yeah, but it's been going on 3 years since I saw you last. My name's Betty. I manage the salon for Dr. Dunham. Sort of.
Is there a problem? Why aren't you leaving?
It's just that Dr. Dunham asked me to evacuate the kind, but I'm never gonna be able to do it. A highly valuable donor has holed herself up in there. But Wyatt's supposed to take her and the others.
Do you know where Dr. Dunham went?
He must be doing the same thing we're doing. Getting rid of anything we don't want the SI to get their hands on.
Like what, exactly?
He told us to destroy the Trajax compounds, so he must be getting rid of his stuff.
What are those compounds you mentioned?
It's one of the doctor's inventions, a stimulant for the donors. The blood is way better with it. Everybody loves it.
Do you have any idea where the doctor might have started?
Oh, he leaves his stuff laying around everywhere, you know. But most of it must be in his office. It's on this floor, in the rotunda, or in his examining room in the basement.
Why can't you make the vessel come out?
All the commotion has pushed her over the brink. Or maybe she thinks she's being taken to the slaughterhouse? There's no way of knowing. She won't talk to us.
What's the slaughterhouse?
Oh, that's what the kind call the basement. That's where we take donors that have been drained by clients, or donors that have been overused. Mr. Underwood is in charge of that.
Oh, he works here now?
Yes, he's in charge of the accounting, recycling the vessels. Really anything the doctor isn't interested in doing.
And he's very talented, I imagine.
Let's say there are a lot of deliveries, but not a lot of money coming in. If you see what I mean.
I do. A blue blood. Why don't you force her to come out?
I can't. She's locked in the injection room, and there's no way to open the door. And I'm not allowed to damage her. She's a vintage.
I can sense that you disagree.
Well, I'm supposed to deal with her, but I can't even touch her. Because she's worth too much?
What does it mean when you say she's a vintage?
They're the donors that have the strongest reaction to the Trajax injections. It gives their blood incredible character, a vintage. But when they don't get their dose, they can get out of control. This vessel flipped out and went totally paranoid.
I see.
But the SI had better not get their hands on her. Can you help me? She might listen to you.
I'd heard there was a lot of compromising stuff on us here. So I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, go ahead. And clean up anything we forgot and...
Yeah, I get it, Betty. I'll do it if I can, okay?
Fine. All right. There's a pass on the bar that'll give you staff clearance. You're gonna need it.
Thanks. Something to keep the donors in an aggressive mood. Music to relax the vessels. Music to relax the vessels. Betty was right. The vessel locked herself in. Come on! You've got to get out of there. We've wasted enough time already.
Is that you, Betty?
No, it's Leisha.
Get out of here!
Look, I can tell you're scared, but I can help.
I don't know who to believe anymore. They're all out to get me. I know they want to kill me.
Who are you talking about?
Them. The Masters. And even those locked up in here with me. They all want me dead.
No, quite the contrary. They want to keep you safe. If you stay here, you could die.
I don't believe them anymore. They're gonna promise me tragics to get me to leave, but they'll give me poison instead.
That's not true.
I won't open the door. Leave me alone. I'm not going anywhere. Leave me alone.
これはどうしたもんか。出す方法を見つける。
Music to relax the vessels.
I have to cover our tracks as much as possible. Understand?
ここぐらいあってもこれどこ行くのこのエレベーター。スイッチなくない？なんか降りる。そうね。ちょっと回復しとくかないし。そこしか行くとこないんか。トラじゃん。
That must be how they supply the Trajax into the injection room. be something that will make her come out. If only she'd calm down. Come on. Come out of there now.
No, you're going to hurt me.
Come on. Come out of there now.
No, you're going to hurt me.
カメラは見れるけど、喋りかけても。
There's gotta be something that will make her come out. If only she'd calm down.
どうやって落ち着けるんや。
Richard's grand idea. Injecting substances to stimulate the vessel's humors.
Graちゃんネタ。
夜は寝たけど起きてからは寝てないな。もうバイクの音がうるさくてなんかたまらんわ。バイクとか車とかトラックとか。
オメガスヤ
ー。寝てくれ。眠いんだろう。よしもね、寝ようと思ったら寝れる。眠いし。でも寝たら夜寝られへんしなと思って。
A pneumatic tube system that connects with the basement, it looks like. A pneumatic tube system that connects with the basement, it looks like.
配管だからなんだっていうんだ。
寝たら仕事行けなくなる。現在休憩中。
あ、休憩中か。まだ頑張っとんやな。遅れないけど。遅れって出てくるから遅れるんだろう。ここに何もない。
グラちゃんが残りやってくれるんならいいよ。
いや無理だわ。働きたくないわ土日。あそこにもなんかあるな。トラジャを出すあれか。
If only she'd calm down.
どうやって出すねん一体。こういう狭い空間は頭痛くなるわ。 行けるところか。こっちか。こっちなんかあったっけか。こっちから来たんだもんな。スタッフ用カードキーがあったの。
Think of a calm place.
下降りてみるかな。でも下行ったら。
What are they doing? I've got to move, and they're still not all here.
下行ったらリチャードさんいるんじゃない？いないんかな。なんだ、だいぶ白い部屋だな。なんだ、誰かいたな。
Apparently the pressure's right.
うわぁ、なんかの儀式だ。石がどんどんなくなっちゃうんだけど、大丈夫そう？もう一回回復できるの？何取ったの？教えが増えるけど疑惑も増えるみたいな。意味かよくわからん。
Wow, that looks complicated.
いや、これピッキングできるけど石5もなくなるからな。
There's gotta be a scanner somewhere to read these labels.
じゃあな。ス き穴があんのかどうか。
You almost feel like this is a rat hideout here. But it's a discreet entrance.
Oh, it's you. I've got a lot of work to do. Please excuse me.
I get that you're busy, but...
But you decided to interrupt me anyway. Fantastic.
Wyatt isn't coming to help.
A thin blood and a coward too. We're all going to be in trouble just because he's scared. He doesn't know what he's got coming.
Wow. Well, hold on. Why are we all going to be in trouble?
Get out of here now.
He'll only talk to Wyatt. That much is clear.
시란 방고から電話がかかってきた。誰だろう。
What are you hiding, Beryl?
You dare?
You leave me no choice.
This is madness. What part of out do you not understand?
I'm worried you're going to make our situation worse.
What is this world coming to? I'm a member of the council. What I do is no business of yours.
The SI is breathing down our necks, so this concerns all of us.
You think I'm not aware of that, perhaps?
Then stop making us take risks just out of pride.
I'm going to choose to ignore your last remark and work on finding a solution. I won't keep you any longer.
I'm not leaving until I'm sure there's no danger with whatever you and Wyatt are up to.
What makes you think I could be hiding something so perilous?
Given the context, I'd say you're dealing in stimulated vessels with Wyatt's help.
Come now, really? An advisor to the prince trafficking in kind when there's plenty to be found roaming the streets. Richard's last prescription was a bit strong, I think.
What an asshole. Now's not the time to turn down a helping hand.
If I accept your help, you can't tell anyone about it. Ever.
Yes, of course.
I'll spare you the list of consequences if you break your word.
I can imagine.
But I still think it's a bad idea. You're not the sharpest knife in the kitchen. If I let you help me, it could make matters worse. So stay out of it. Do you understand?
You're incapable of trusting anyone. And you're one to talk about stability?
Yes, of course. Especially if that anyone has an imaginary child.
I know she's not real.
Oh, if I had feelings, I'd almost feel sorry for you. We've wasted enough time already. You finally managed to finish something off. My patience.
You'll regret it.
Yes, yes, of course. You may leave now.
光熱費のアンケートの電話だったわ。
That's all right. I have nothing to add.
There's no way.
I told you to find Wyatt. We don't have much time.
Boston Medical Center. Barrel's funneling bodies to them and lining his own pockets then. I'm not sure Hazel'd be happy to hear she's losing money like that.
めっちゃ見てるじゃん。
A storage room, huh? That's of no use to me right now. That's of no use to me right now.
ある？つけないよ。
Deneb Osborne, Boston, Jefferson Library. That's for the Hartford Warlocks then. The hunters had better not get their hands on these addresses. Sylvia Ortiz. 1 Nashua Street. We supply the prints too, obviously. The hunters had better not get their hands on these addresses. Deneb Osborne, Boston, Jefferson Library. That's for the Hartford Warlocks then. The hunters had better not get their hands on these addresses. Wyatt. No address. Surprising. The hunters had better not get their hands on these addresses. There we go.
ピンクするべきなんか悩むな。なんかできるけど。
Richard's injections. He doesn't want the wrong people to find them.
なんじゃこりゃ。
Richard Barrel. Storage room. This looks like a pneumatic communication system. I already took a dose of Turjax.
なんか何全部取れるのこれ。
I already took a dose of Trajax. Better not touch that.
破損って書いてる。どういうこと？なんか出した瞬間になくなるけど。これ取ったらすぐ破損しない？なんか。取るって出るけど、取ったら破損しちゃうんだよな。これ謎解きなんだな。なんか下のパソコンにもなんか書いてたよな。下じゃないか、上か。
Apparently the pressure's right. There's gotta be something that will make her come out. A pneumatic tube system that connects with the basement, it looks like. Richard Barrel. Storage room. This looks like a pneumatic communication system.
あれどこ行ったんや。これさ、もう1個破棄しちゃったから、まあ1個で。
A pneumatic tube system that connects with the basement, it looks like.
さっきなんかどっかに送ったやつどこに消えたんや。あ、これか。
A pneumatic tube system that connects with the basement, it looks like. That must be how they supply the Trajax into the injection room.
ここに置くのか。
If only she'd calm down. It's all right. I've got what you wanted.
Trajax?
Yes. Come on, we've wasted enough time already. I feel... It's weird. I feel better, but... You got what you wanted. Now go join the others.
No, I want to die now. All these thoughts. You don't understand.
I must not have given him enough.
でももうないよ。同じのはないよ。同じのがない場合はどうしたらいいのかな。ないもんな。でも壊れちゃったからさ。だからこれ絶対初見壊れちゃうでしょ。初見でやったらよくわかんなくて。なんか全然違うのに起こるしかないじゃん。もう死なないかな。
Shit, what's gotten into her? I must have messed up the dose, damn it! I won't get anything else of use here. Shit, what's gotten into her? I must have messed up the dose, damn it! I won't get anything else of use here. Betty was right. The vessel locked herself in. This is blood, not Trajax. QK the Third. What the hell is Wyatt doing with that?
気になって開けたけどいいことなかったわ。
Oh, the ink blot test. This one's a butterfly.
今日なんこれ。わからん。いや、カラスに見えるな。片一方だけ。カラスの頭が2匹あるように見える。
I've been here before. I'm sure of it.
シャーベット。
That reminds me of
雲。
clouds.
雲には見えないな。なんだろう、何に見えるかな。そうね、狐のお面かな。キングめっちゃ使うねんな。鍵どっかないんかな。え、開けてなんかあんの？何もないな。
But Richard says that madness isn't an illness.
ちゃおうかな。もう2しか残んないけど。
Right? It's a total mess. Juliet. That name. Why does that remind me of something?
あ、回復できる。これ結局なんだ。え、なんか出てきた。え、さっき出てこなかったじゃん。尖閣使ってなかったからか。え、これやっとったら、うん。ここの鍵やったらな、きっと。もう開いてもうたから、なんか。いつも遅いんや。
グラちゃん寝た。オメガ、スヤー。寝たら仕事行けなくなる現在休憩中。グラちゃんが残りやってくれるんならいいよ。
Richard must not be far.
October 28, 2001. Patients 211 and 216 exhibited the first signs of intense resonance increase. Both sanguines went from low resonance to a level never before achieved. What a flavor. I must admit that even I find it hard to resist. Unfortunately, patient 211 suffered the consequences. I will continue exploring further in this direction. I feel that I am getting closer to the goal. January 27th, 2002, 2240. I thought I was close to a major breakthrough last month, with the promising results from the new types of XXX chemical doses. Unfortunately, it seems I got ahead of myself. It appears that the dose of amphetamines that I gave them was too high. There must have been an error in my calculations. Patients H216, H217, H222, H225, and H226 were lost in the experiment. I must ask Wyatt to find new test subjects. All of this time spent preparing them, wasted. Note for patient 1's case file. The treatment is following its course with continued positive effects on the hallucinate. Come in.
Some chemicals have just arrived for you, Dr. Dunham.
Great. Put them here. You may leave now. June 17, 2008. Beryl and I are going to create a blood bar of a much higher quality than I thought. I will once again be able to focus on my research and oversee the work of the members of the Chantry. Beryl and his mad ideas. Ultimately, the prince was right. The solution for hunger is in my research. If we manage to stabilize these effects in more inconspicuous containers, we'll become invisible to the rest of the world.
A second layer of security.
なんだこれ、ヒントあんのかどっかに。わからんな。これ白鳥だろ。どこにヒントあるんだろうな。 要な道を示してくれ。
Whoa. What the? A lab? Shit. It's the SI. We've got to get the fuck out of here. This goes back a ways. I've got a feeling of deja vu. Like I know this story. I've heard the name Marie before. But where? Richard is no longer in the test tube phase, it would seem. This hallway. Wait! What the?
どういうこと？これハルジ？どういうこと？ 白鳥。
Wait! Come back!
あ、いける。
Wait! Come back! Halsey!
お。え、見えてる。幻覚じゃないの？どういうこと？
No, it can't be true. She's not real. It's all in my head.
If she wasn't real, that man wouldn't have seen her.
No, not you. You don't exist either.
If they hadn't seen her, they wouldn't have shot at her.
You disappeared! I was doing better!
Leisha, look at me. You're fine. But you have to find what you lost.
No! I won't listen to you. I didn't lose anything.
Huh. Richard has scrambled your brain so much that you don't even remember.
What are you talking about?
Who you really are, of course.
I know who I am.
Are you sure? If that's true, then tell me. Who are you looking for?
五分やな。これ自分上げても上がるんやろ。
I know what you're up to, but I also know that I'm here to get answers from Richard. Oh, no, leave me the hell alone!
There's no need to get upset with me, you know. Richard is the least of your worries right now. He's not who you're looking for.
Ugh! You're confusing me. I don't understand a word of what you're saying.
There's no point in trying to force my hand. I'm you. It's useless. You're like a jigsaw puzzle that's been broken into 1,000 scattered pieces. If you don't take the time to piece yourself back together, the rest is pointless.
But I don't have time!
You don't have a choice. Take the time you need. Please. Give yourself a chance. You're worth it.
Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know where to start.
I can help you. Let's start from the beginning. Try to remember. What's your name?
集中。ああ、もう意志がないのか。え、もしかするとハルジ
？You're wasting my time. What do you think my name is, huh?
Leisha, of course. That's where you're wrong. Leisha's the name that Richard put on your psychiatric file.
What?
It's just another one of his twisted games. Then you've really forgotten.
That's enough! Stop!
I get the feeling that... No. You're not able to remember.
I told you that I don't have time for this!
Richard erased your memories. Everything that's happened to you and your daughter is his fault. Has always been his fault. Find her. You'll see.
I have to save Halsey! Let me go! It's happening again.
誰も信用できへんこのキャラ。
No, I can't be seen in this form here.
このゲームむずいな。
Shit, damn it! What the hell was that? Halsey.
Shit. Not Cassie.
Stay calm. She had no choice.
Shit, no! Fuck your protocol! Fuck those fucking monsters too!
Listen to me, damn it. She just saved all our asses. She blew herself up to protect us.
Yeah, but...
Calm the fuck down. You would have done it too. Any one of us would.
Cassie. Shit.
It's Richard. Halsey. Where are they taking her?
What the fuck is that?
Steam.
That steam leak. Maybe that could help.
It's all right. It stopped now.
どっかにセーフゾーンあったよな。ここか。本がなくなってる。そういえばなんか謎解きめっちゃ中途半端なやつとかあったもんな。
Boston Medical Center. Barrels funneling bodies to them and lining his own pockets then. I'm not sure Hazel'd be happy to hear she's losing money like that.
黒い。この人吐きそうになってるわ。
I need to go to the loading dock. We have to assess whether the structure will hold after the explosion.
Oh well. All right, but we still have a process to follow. I need to record you leaving the area.
Not just yet. I don't think I'm done here.
Do as you like.
I'll have to get by, even without this implant.
Nobody gets through without scanning their implant.
Implant.
All right, I'll take care of this office.
Anything of interest here?
Unintelligible documents. I think it's like they were doing some kind of ritual.
I'll go inspect another room.
Okay.
Yes.
What happened here?
Cassie. She triggered her explosive belt. Most likely to protect us. Her death is really gonna shake everybody up. She was a good person.
Shit.
Yeah. Shit. Be careful until we clean up. The pipes were damaged in the blast.
Okay, thanks.
She would have died in vain. I swear.
エレベーターが爆発したのか。
Halsey.
もう出るしかやることない。なんじゃこりゃ。さっきいじれなかったんだな。行くとこないか。
Richard Barrel. Storage room. This looks like a pneumatic communication system.
バルブ回してみよったんこれ。
It's starting again. Watch out.
Not enough yet.
Watch out.
Not enough yet.
ということはまだ十分じゃない。このバルブどこで使うの？顔にないしな。これか。
Not enough yet.
まだ十分じゃない。やけどしたけどダメ。でももうバルブないけど、他にもどっかあるんか。 全部赤にするんやろ多分。むずっ、何これ。これじゃ赤どこな。
Not enough yet.むずっ。トップにするのめっちゃむずいよ。これトップにできんの？いけたかもしれん。
Shit! Is he conscious?
めっちゃ失敗してる。ああ、不審物あと3つあったんだ。そうね、ちょっとここでやめとこうかな。でもここで戻れないからこれつけてガレブは死体になりすましロングアイランドの基地に潜入する。彼の任務は極めて重要で、ボストンのセントレオポルト結社の首領ウォルター・スタンフォードを排除すること。95年。80だし、何これ上げてた方がいいのかな。やっぱコスト高い方が重要なのかなって思っちゃうわ。精神の壁って何なん？精神の壁高くしとこう。
Put him in there. Gently. We'll deal with him tomorrow.
Delson wasn't wrong. Now, how to find Stanford.